Hello, chat. What's up? It's been a while, hasn't it? Huh? Been a bit, huh? So guess what? You know what? Have some drinks. We're just gonna chill and do some fucking chatting, alright? Alright?
A little bit. They blame other people for failing, so they get critical and they get bitter. You did this. Like, what are you doing, man? No, I didn't have anything to do with your not being a superstar. You did a little bit. Like, have you? When was the last time you took responsibility for where you're at, man?
If we were smart, we would have done Patreon.
What are you doing, man?
10 years ago. You can regulate, so because a lot of the Reddits and the YouTube, it's super toxic. You can get rid of all that. So you have hardcore fans like, oh, thank God I can finally comment again and not get destroyed.
Yeah,
or get made fun of.
That's cool.
That's why I would do it.
At this point, I'm convinced that Brian Callen is low-key trolling Brendan. In basically every episode of The Fighter and the Kid these days, Brian brings up a major criticism of your boy and masks it off as a random thought he had or some conversation he was having with somebody else. We saw just a couple of weeks ago how he brought up the shorter life expectancy of athletes and had Chin pull up all the sports that Brendan's attempted over the years just to show everyone how the leading cause of death is heart disease from steroid and PED abuse. And of course, we can't forget the sad reality of
I'm not gonna lie, fucking steroids will fucking destroy your body, just like alcohol. One sip of alcohol starts to destroy your cells. Just remember that. That's why it's important to enjoy responsibly. Just like anything you do, responsibly. All right, let's get back into it.
CTE and TBIs in football and MMA. Brendan was sitting there biting his nails, squinting as he read off the screen about how his days are numbered. But over the last few episodes, for some reason, Brian's been grilling Chin about his alcohol abuse and all the various health issues that he's been dealing with as a result. Naturally, Brian has this special way of bringing it up. He has the subtlety of a poet and the precision of a marksman.
So Chin's gonna die, and here's the thing:
We're all gonna die.
Take your pulse right now.
Epilepsy warning.
Ironically, Brian's probably the healthiest person in that storage unit, and so in keeping with the theme of bullying his producer over his poor lifestyle choices and bad health, Brendan casually brought up his drinking issues because, it's edgy to air your employees' dirty laundry on a podcast just for a laugh. But things quickly turned on Brendan after Brian dished out a piece of advice that seemingly applied more to Brendan than it did to Chin. This was another one of those moments where Brian Callen directed his wise cautionary tale at Chin when he was really speaking to his boy Bubba. Just quickly though, if you haven't already, check out my new channel, More Cringe, which I just launched yesterday, where I plan to cover cringe from all over the internet.
If you've never seen this guy, I would suggest definitely checking him out. Very good. Definitely like this video if you do like it. Go show him some love.
Internet, not just on podcasts.
And you can subscribe to his new channel he's promoting right here. He's only got 173. Maybe we can get that up a little bit.
Shout out to all of you who have already subscribed and helped to get it off the ground. You guys are the best. All right, Chin, roll the tape.
What are you going to do for the fights, Chin? Watch by yourself drink? Nailed it, didn't I?
Brendan,
so many people messaged me after that episode, by the way.
What'd they say?
A lot of them had my side. They're just like, you just do your thing.
Yeah, they want you to die,
Chin. Bro, do your thing.
No, and then
anyone that says do your thing.
The one thing about the internet is you can count on them.
Yeah,
I appreciate their support. And they also, but then also some people said like, yeah, dude, we love you. Go to this rehab center in this area.
Yeah, people that care about you or people that actually are in for your best interest
and we care
are
about
not.
you.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to help.
The main thing is that
anyone that says, "Dude, you're fine, keep doing this," is not your friend.
I think Brendan and I have been around long enough, and
I know how it ends.
We've had our own issues.
Yeah,
and so I think what happens when you get some age on you is you realize that there's a limit to what you can say and do for anybody. And we all have to be our own source of change. You know, Rogan said something interesting. He was talking about last night we were together, and he was talking about some people that tend to get a little bit, they blame other people for their failings, or they get critical, or they get bitter. And he said, you're where you are because of you. You did this. Don't blame that. Don't then turn and look at successful people and go, oh, those guys are assholes. Like, what are you doing, man? No, I didn't have anything to do with your not being a superstar. You did. Mm-hmm. So why are you turning to people that have been a little bit more successful and criticizing them? And it's exactly right. It's like, when was the last time you took responsibility for where you're at, man? You know?
Look at him.
And that's an important thing to say. So
and you're
me,
talking about
like,
some old salty.
Look at Brendan. In fact, he's the one that needs to look at himself. If you haven't noticed. We could always watch some more. Kind of get the whole story.
Comic.
Yeah, sure.
I know
maybe.
exactly what you're talking about.
Maybe.
Yeah, but I don't blame anyone for anything. I'm just like,
no, I know you don't. I'm just saying, I'm saying, and I appreciate that with you, but I'm saying that, you know, we're all responsible for the condition we're in one way or another. There's like, yeah, things happen in life, but you know, what are you going to do to get the out of it? And yeah, but there's some salty people out there in our community, and they spend a lot of time kind of like criticizing people that have been more successful, and it's like, hey, bro,
that's all they are.
Yeah,
they're lashing out.
Or maybe that attitude is the reason you are what you are. Or you're not happy. Like,
okay.
What do you got, Jen?
I seriously could not watch that clip with a straight face.
Like.
I was literally cringing the whole time as Brian spelled out Brendan's entire career right in front of him. Nobody is saltier.
He's so fucking uncomfortable. Look at that. So uncomfortable. Get back into it.
And more bitter than Brendan Schaub. His whole downfall started in the first place because he tried to be someone he wasn't, thanks to his North Star Joe Rogan, who I'll get to in a moment. Don't think I missed that bit. This Mark Maron beef is out of control. But the sheer irony and hypocrisy coming from both Brian and Brendan when it comes to lecturing Chin on taking responsibility for his actions and taking steps to improve his life when they're both sitting in armchairs in some random storage unit in Austin, Texas, making podcasts to entertain their haters and a bunch of bots. Like, imagine being in a meeting at work and your boss randomly brings up that you're an alcoholic with health issues in a meeting about the stationery budget. Brendan has to be one of the biggest hypocrites I've ever seen in my life. Stick around because in a moment I'll pull up a clip of Brendan choking up with tears while blaming everyone else for Brian's problems. He does almost exactly what Joe Rogan was describing through Brian right there in that clip. But like I said, let's quickly switch gears for a minute because when Brian was recalling that conversation he had with Rogan the night before, Brendan blurted out that he was talking about an old salty comedian. And we all know he's talking about Mark Maron. The Rogan beef with Mark is crazy because it all started with Rogan being a little gossip queen and completely making up his own narrative. I know, right? That's completely out of character for a tall and funny comedian like Joe Rogan. When has he ever done that before?
Like Rogan text.
Right? When has Rogan ever done that? Rogan, I think he's still good, but at the same time, I think his ego, especially since he opened that comedy store in Austin, I think his ego is way out of control, like way too high. Yeah, and a lot of people are saying he's dominating the comedy industry. So pretty much saying that if you're not in his circle or one of his good friends, that you're never pretty much ever gonna get on at his comedy mothership, I think it's called. So yeah. But let's get back into it.
To me the other day, some guy was talking about me on a podcast, and Rogan texted to me. He goes, "Yo, he's not your boy." And I was like,
he pays attention to that stuff.
Joe's hyper aware of weird concentric circles. Like he doesn't care about him. He doesn't care about like people talking. He cares about his boys and like, just giving you a heads up. This guy talked. He sent it to me, and I was like, that guy. And the guy, I'm friends with the guy. I've had him on my podcast 2 times.
Well, it wasn't about a real thing. like I was on an Instagram live, just doing a thing, and I was rambling on, you know, like I do, and I was talking about Netflix, and basically what I said was that Netflix has created this cash grab culture where a certain echelon of comics can just do, pop-up shows shit-faced and make millions of dollars.
Yeah.
And I wasn't talking about Bert.
Right.
Do you know who I was talking about?
Andrew.
No.
Who?
Chappelle.
Fucking Bobby.
So I
Oh, Dave Chappelle. Yeah.
and it's not an unknown thing.
Yeah.
Fucking Bobby. I love how he says Andrew, his fucking co-host on Bad Friends. Dude, if you have not seen Bad Friends, you know what? We'll actually watch some fucking episodes of Bad Friends. It's really good. I hope they don't copyright strike me. I am gonna comment and stuff on it. I will never try to violate people's content because, you know, it's their content. So here we go.
It does a
It
pop-up
was unknown
show.
to me, but
Yeah. But I decided just to be diplomatic and not mention names.
Yeah,
and then somebody on Instagram was like, talking about Kreischer.
oh, that's how it started.
And then like I'm scrolling and I see him on a podcast saying like, you know, there's this guy who we were friends. You know, if he's been on my show,
I saw that.
I've been on his show,
Yeah.
and like he said some shit, and you know, Rogan got in my ear and said he's not your boy and all
Yeah.
this, and his name rhymes with, and I'm like, oh my god.
So, Joe, don't read the comments. Rogan created a beef with Mark Maron and Bert Kreischer for absolutely no reason at all. On a side note, I couldn't help but imagine what Dave Chappelle's reaction would have been if Rogan called him up to let him know that Mark had been talking shit about him. He'd probably be like, Mark who? You know, like the time Joe was explaining to Chappelle how Andrew Schultz is a comedy genius for doing his little skits in the pandemic, and Chappelle didn't have a clue who the fuck he was talking about. And so clearly, according to Brian Callen, Rogan hasn't been following his own rules about ignoring the haters and not giving them any attention, because it looks like Mark Maron's recent publicity tour for his comedy special has been keeping Joe up at night. It's so funny to me how Rogan falls for this time and time again. Remember how last year Cat Williams caused a stir by calling out Rogan on Shannon Sharp's podcast, which led Rogan to cave and invite Cat onto his podcast, which in turn gave Cat so much publicity that his comedy special went straight to the top on Netflix a month later. Now everyone's talking about Mark Maron talking shit about Rogan, and what do you know, Mark's also got a comedy special out. The whole business model of going on JRE to promote your special has been flipped on its shiny bald head. Now comedians are just calling him out for the same effect. Now that's genius. Maybe Schultz should try that instead. This is turning into the UFC, except there's no fight and they're just comedians. But I promised you earlier I'd show you a clip of Brendan doing exactly what Brian was describing earlier, how Rogan was saying he's sick of these comedians blaming everyone else for not being as successful as the top 250 are. And what do you know, Brendan was actually talking about Brian.
I'll get emotional here. It drives me, if we're being honest, leave this, Jin. Don't edit this out. I'm speaking from my heart. I know you're not going to like this. I'm going to look right. It drives me nuts that Brian's at where he's at. I will challenge anyone, any comic, to go on stage after Callen. I challenge any of those comics. I don't give a if it's the Comedy Store, where Zanies, wherever they're at, and you're telling me Brian's not better than 99% of those comics. It drives me nuts that he's not up there with those guys. He's better than 99% of them. And you want to outcast him over some bullshit? That's what I don't with. That's what upsets me. So what makes me proud, and not mad, I'm trying to get mad, what makes me proud is he's not going to lash out about it. Brian's cool. Brian goes to work. Brian's doing the road. Brian's trying to sell tickets. But I'll tell you right now, I don't forget. That shit's not cool with me. That's why you don't see me at those fucking places. Sorry, dude.
Come on. Thank you.
What else you done?
I don't think she could read right now.
1,000th episode.
That was fucking awkward. I'm sorry, that was fucking awkward. Like, really awkward. And guess what, chat? I have to go pee. So let's take a bathroom break. All right, we're gonna pause it. If you gotta get a drink or whatever, get a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever, smoke a cigarette. I hope you don't smoke cigarettes, but if you do, go outside or whatever, have a cigarette, hit the vape, whatever. I will be right back about a minute or two. Callie? Callie's my kitty. Callie? Did you keep chat entertained? Huh? While we were taking a break? No? She's looking at me like, fuck no, I didn't do shit. I'm just sitting here passing out. Like, leave me alone. Alright, chat, you back? We're gonna get back into it, alright? It's pretty good so far.
Yeah, so
No, do you guys miss Brendan's side piece schnoz? Yeah, me either. I actually have some solid advice for your boy Bupper though. You see, the thing is, B, you can't keep blaming everyone else for Brian's actions. At some point, he's got to take responsibility for where he is. You know, sitting next to a washed up UFC power bottom with shit for brains. That's on him, bro. You can't keep blaming everyone else for the allegations that brought his comedy career crashing down. By the way, I thought the reason why you don't go to those comedy clubs anymore was because you retired to be with your family.
Yeah, back in studio, had a health scare with the baby girl. If you guys saw my social media, she went in for emergency surgery. She has trouble breathing, and she's been in and out of the hospital, like I explained on my Instagram post. Yeah, I had to cancel Austin and Nashville. And usually I hate doing that stuff. It happens, but yeah, I think this time I just don't care. That's where I'm at. I gotta be home more. I'm gonna pull back from touring so much, and I just gotta be home, man. I can't miss Tigers games.
You know, I give them props for this, because when I was, well, I guess, yeah, when I was younger and I had my daughter, she was in softball and stuff, and I was lucky enough to work with a family-owned business, that allowed me to come in late, but work extra, you know, to make up the time. But I was allowed to come in like 2 hours late from work, and I would just have to kind of stay over. And, you know, I took a little bit of slack, or, well, I guess not slack. I took slack from the other employees that they gave and given to me because I was like 2 hours late to work a lot of the like Monday to Friday because of the softball schedule. So, you know, it was an even trade. They agreed to it, and it was, you know, it was amazing. I appreciated it. It was an amazing family-owned company. And yeah, they're not in business anymore, but if they were, I'd still work there. But yeah, I appreciate them so much just for that, because a lot of companies would be like, nope, sorry, if you're late, you're getting wrote up or striked or whatever the hell, a warning. But yeah, got another beer. I don't know what number this is. Hopefully it's number 2 for you, item 1, whatever. But here we go. Ready? You're gonna hear it crack open. Oh. Oh, did you hear that? All right, let's get back into it.
Can't miss my Basti growing up, baby girl. Just I can't do it anymore. I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm tired. You know, I've been hustling for over 12 years now. Not that I'm gonna stop doing the pods, but as far as the plane life and stuff like that, I gotta chill out. I can do spots in LA, I can do local, SoCal, NorCal, but going international or, you know, going across the United States ain't happening right now. So I'm gonna take a break from that and just focus on family and do my thing, man. Do my thing. So yeah, let's get into it. Enough of that. Enough of that.
You need to get your story straight, B. You're going round in circles. First it was family, then it was too many soy boy comedians talking shit about you, then it was because Rogan left LA and you couldn't get any stage time. What are we doing here, B? But the haters have well and truly broken Brendan Schaub, and at this point it's more pathetic than it is sad. The amount of absolute dog shit this man has spoken into a microphone, and then changed his story to make it worse, and then lashed out at people for things that he was entirely responsible for, is out of control. And instead of following Rogan's advice to take responsibility for his own actions and improve himself, his solution is to start a Patreon to get away from all the haters. You seriously cannot make this stuff up anymore.
Dude, I can't wait for the day when we don't have any reads and we can just podcast. I don't know if that day's ever coming, but if it did, that would be f***ing awesome.
We would just do podcasts. We don't have to worry about reads.
If we were smart, we would have done Patreon 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And so then eventually that gets built up enough where you're making the same money you are off ads. And it's just all free for the actual fans.
We're going to do it. We're flirting with the idea of doing Patreon, aren't we?
I'd be down for it. We you know, we've never really done. I'd be down for it just because we've been around so long. Are we as big as we were 10 years ago? No. But the one thing we have is hardcore fans.
Yeah.
So it'd be for them.
Yes.
That's the reason I would do it.
Yeah.
And you can regulate, so, you know, because a lot of the Reddits and the YouTube, it's super toxic. You can get rid of all that. So you have hardcore fans like, oh, thank God I can finally comment again and not get destroyed.
Yeah.
Or get made fun of.
That's cool.
That's why I would do it.
Huh. I like that.
You'd have to give them incentives on after 12 years of a free show, why they're paying whatever it is, $3. You'd have to add content to it. You can't just do the same show.
Right.
Where they're like, dude, we got it free for 10 years. But if you gave some like behind the scenes, you do some live shows, you give extra episodes, you do longer episodes just for the Patreon, like you give them a reason to subscribe to it, that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm down.
Are you though? That's my biggest fear. Are you?
What do you mean?
You down?
Why wouldn't I be?
To commit to it? Because it's going to be a beast. It's more work than we do now.
Let's go, bro.
All right. All
What
right.
do I look like?
Well,
Afraid?
what do you think, Chin?
I'm down as long as it gives. We'll still put out free content, right? But then just adding to it, like extra stuff for the hardcores, which have been supportive since.
Yeah, extra
forever.
episodes, longer episodes, Q&As
And
just
bonus
on
stuff.
there.
Yeah.
And the goal would be eventually get a point where we don't have to do any reads and we're just doing it.
And they can just enjoy the content without having. That's the biggest thing too. Which
Also, we don't have to pull punches.
No, yeah, just
Oh,
say,
you can play music on there, videos. Like
Really?
Chin doesn't have to edit the video. No.
Oh my gosh.
That's
it's
great.
it's the Wild West on there.
Really? That'd be really
Just being completely raw. I mean, you guys are pretty raw as is, but every now and then we'll have to do something because
it's on me. I'll say a few outlandish things, and Chin has to edit it out.
not just that, but just saying names of people that you don't want to put them out there. You know, that kind of stuff.
Give me something else.
Oh, you mean current event?
Yeah.
All right. Have you guys heard this story?
This is wild. You know, I love my serial killers.
That is classic Bappa right there. The real reason I'm starting a Patreon is for the hardcore fans. It's for them. But also, it's so I can hide from all the toxic haters on YouTube and Reddit. Let's get real for a second here. The real reason why Brendan's never started a Patreon is because without ad reads, there's no reason to have a paid subscription because who's going to pay for all the bots? I'm being serious. Think about it. They start a Patreon, they buy a bunch of fake memberships to boost the numbers, but because there are no ad reads, they can't offset the cost of all the bots. So what would be the point? There's no one to fool. And for the life of me, I cannot understand why these so-called comedy podcasters insist on having production meetings in the middle of a podcast. Tom and Bert do it as well. Guys, nobody wants to hear that shit. Have a conversation behind closed doors, make a decision, and then announce it. Talking us through the pros and cons of a business decision is fucking boring. Not only that, Brendan's in for a rude shock if they ever do start a Patreon. Does he really think a bunch of homeless cats won't sign up to troll him for the low price of $3 per month? And no ad reads too? I smell a bargain here, guys. Brendan, you should definitely do that. I can't wait. Sign me up. Incidentally, check out the link below in the description to my Patreon if you want to see my uncensored exclusive content. I'm currently working on a video covering the...
You know, that was a good fucking... a really good... You should apply for, It's hard to get into. It really is. I know we talked about it before, but you should really apply for No Pixel. There's also some good ones. Prodigy, RP. What else? Oh fuck. What else? Like Unrelated or something RP, which is really good. Hang on a sec. There's a couple good ones out now that are about the same as like No Pixel and shit. That, you know, like top tier fucking RPs. Not like you don't have to be top tier, but you know, like they're more focused specifically on the fucking storylines. What the fuck just happened to my monitor? Oh, there it goes. Okay. God, what the fuck? I don't want to load up my... So, Prodigy RP is good. He used to play on No Pixel a lot. Very popular. He started his own. Let me pull up something, because it's not going to show my Discord or nothing. It's just on my browser. But, yeah, I've been definitely thinking about getting back into it again. How's your hubby? How's your hubby doing? I hope he's good. Tell him I say hi. I miss you guys so much. I was talking about you too the other day to Bree on how we miss you, and if shit was better, we'd probably come down and see you again. But fuck, I just had the fuel line fixed on the car. I now just had the rear brakes fixed on the car. So within a month, I've dropped almost $800 just on the vehicle. It's fucking insane. It's really driving me nuts. I'm getting pissed. Where is my Discord? Why is it not loading? I don't know why it's not loading. But there's Prodigy. There's obviously No Pixel. It's hard to get in though on No Pixel. Prodigy's a little better. There's still the Lost RP, which they're coming back. They're starting to do a lot more. Did I just freeze or something? Oh, Discord is fucking loading. That's why. That's why. I got a couple videos lined up, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna do just chatting right now. It's just maybe put my cam up. You know how I am though, Lucas. I think I'm ugly. You always say you're a dumbass for saying that, but you know. Okay, yeah. I'm
Disaster
tired of
killed
fucking
Tony show
waiting
in
on
London
Discord.
that Tony Hinchcliffe and Brian Redband.
Oh, let's watch something else. Wait, I can redo the. I don't fucking know. I don't know anymore. Let's watch some. I watched this police chase earlier. I don't know if you ever seen Tectone. He's not bad. Some things he does is good. Some is bad. You know, kind of like everybody. Some good, some bad. But lately he's done some pretty good stuff. I like him because he's independent. He looks at it as both sides, you know, and goes right down the middle. Yeah. Here we go. Lucas, here we go. Hang on, there's an ad break in a minute. But you're a mod. You shouldn't get ads, so and I will never remove you as a mod. Even if I don't stream a lot. Inspired roleplay. Unscripted roleplay. Unscripted.gg is a up and coming, very, very popping server. Prodigy RP is very good also. A couple people from No Pixel started that one. There's fuck, what is it? ONX is another good one. ONX I would definitely apply for. And I believe right now ONX has a till Monday morning, Sunday night pretty much. They have free applications open. So you don't have to you know, like donate, which I'm not a fan of, but at the same time I completely understand it because you donate to have the application access to it, but at the same time you are supporting, say, the website, the server, you know. So but right now ONX I believe still has some good or is free right now to sub, or not sub, but you know, put in your application. So just don't do GPT stuff. A lot of people, which I understand why people do it. I don't support it, but they do check for that stuff. A lot of people do now, and it's very easy. Even if you have Chat GPT or whatever Grok do it and modify it to a human, you know, version, it can still determine which part is AI and like how much is AI a certain percentage to human. So it's like, just, I know it sucks, kind of take time. I know you already got probably characters, you know, lined up, stuff like that. So those are the ones I would look at, especially with the free registration right now, or free application. So I would definitely get on that. ONX, I'm whitelisted already, I'm pretty sure. Prodigy, I can't remember if I'm whitelisted or not. I can't remember. I don't think I am on that one. That one's run by Afro something, I think. But yeah, there's some good ones though, if you're interested. And that's just and that's actually that God, I just leaked it. Son of a bitch. Because I'm a fucking idiot. That's right. Because I can't keep shit. That's right. And that's just sad. Fuck. Fuck. I need to delete the VOD now. Son of a bitch. I just almost... God. Alright, let's get into some shit. Let's watch something. I don't fucking know. Let's watch something. Alright, let's get into it.
Live stream fail has been a subreddit dedicated to shitting on me for about 4.5 years. Didn't matter what I said, didn't matter what I did, didn't matter anything, whether it was real or it was fake. This is a subreddit that would paint me and many other streamers in a horrific light, besides the communities that would actively brigade this subreddit and try to control the narrative. I never cared about Reddit. But live stream fail in 2025 has no control. It has no power. It has no say. They have a new post up by yesterday with like 1,000 upvotes where they're trying to paint me as homophobic, which is hilarious. As I frequently say, I wish I was gay because I think gay people are cooler. And I'd rather just never have to deal with a woman ever again if I could just suck a dick and just be free from the curse. That's every woman that I love ends up hurting me, which is honestly, you know.
Uh-oh. My cat's getting sick. Oh, I hope it's on the tile and not the carpet. I hope it's on the tile. Ellie. Hey, girl. Like choking on your fucking hairball or something. Ellie? Okay. Good. Give me 1 second, Chad. I'm sorry. She's an older cat, like, what, 11 years old? So, yeah. Putting it downstairs on the tile. Yes. She's so good. I've trained her to, she has to like have a hairball or something that she goes in the kitchen where it's tile or downstairs, I guess, where it's brick. So yeah. So happy she does that. I'm tired of cleaning the carpet up. The fucking hairballs. If you got a cat, shout out to it. I love pussies. Oh, what? What? Okay. All right, let's go back to it.
Kind of sad.
Sorry.
A Reddit page. Yes.
If you're a Twitch user, you know the subreddit. Don't go on it. It's garbage.
That website for those clinically online or for those who are.
Ooh, I love tacos. Pink
Livestream
tacos.
Fails is a Reddit page that has been at the heart of the streaming community, especially on the platform Twitch, for years.
Right.
With the latest iteration of the page being created back in 2015.
If you have ever been a user of Livestream Fail and you're watching me react to this, you're probably shocked that I'm not in jail with all of the things this subreddit has said that I've done. This is 1,000,000% a subreddit that Mizkif used to have the power to control and brigade, but he fell off, so he can no longer do that. And Miz made it his mission to shit on me as much as possible on this subreddit whenever he could to avoid people from shitting on him. Well, unfortunately, 2025, Mizkif stocks are in the drain, buddy.
Previous page that went under the same name with an S on the end had issues with its moderation and was apparently shut down unexpectedly, but even after this, the current page has 4.2 million members to this day and is in the top 500 Reddit pages. As the name implies, it primarily was for live stream fails, where people would upload funny clips and mistakes that streamers had made, which alongside providing some
fucking Greek goddess.
Most streamers could get additional publicity
to
that clip and their streams, and a lot of streamers had got their start or additional popularity from this page. And to some degree, it still.
But then the moderators went fucking crazy and they decided to push agenda and tear down streamers that they disagreed with, or could have another community brigade and drive hatred towards anybody they disagree with.
Chat. Do you remember when live stream fails used to be good? I'm not much of a Reddit person, but it used to be good. And now they've gone retarded, I guess you could say. Oh, can I not say that retard? Or can I not say that word on Twitch? But I don't. Guess what? I don't give a fuck. Because I'm a little retarded if you think about it. Aren't we all a little retarded? if I get banned for that word, you'll see me on X on whatever that fucking account is that shows people are banned. All right, let's get back into it.
This to this day, and some of my favorite
I don't
clips
care.
on Twitch have been found on this one Reddit page.
It did used to be good. That's fair.
Look at this. Okay. Tell me يا ابن القحبة أقول لك أبوك همين راح وخرع على وجهك.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I used to use Reddit and this page. I'll put my hands up in a minute. Initially, this was the purpose of the page. Funny haha fails. Like my favorite streamer accidentally just leaked their full address and are being swatted live on stream. Yes, that was considered a live stream fail at the time. Or what is that thing under that streamer's bed? And why is it 16 inches long?
What's that in your bed? Probably a guitar.
Yeah. It was a massive dildo.
For many years, it was almost essential at one point to use this Reddit page. If
You like
were a
some
streamer,
big.
as it eventually became a news source for streaming. Streamers would tune in daily for either react content,
A little too
update
big.
themselves on what games are being played right now, or what serious controversy has plagued the platform today.
Stupid fucking mistakes, man.
Once again, this page was almost integral to being a streamer in those days, and it was used by.
It is actually annoying, like, how much horrific shit Doc has done. Because, like, his content is so good. That's what's so annoying, man. Dude, I used to be such a Dr. Disrespect viewer. I did.
I don't know about this. I was never really a Dr. Disrespect fan. I know he put a persona on when he was streaming, which is, you know, I mean, good kudos for him, you know. But I was technically never really a fan. I just didn't like his my goddamn cover for my mic is fucking. All right. Sorry, I've been drinking. Hope you guys are drinking. But I've never been a fan. I think outside of the stream, he thinks he's some big shot that has a ego problem. So, but that's my opinion. But all right, let's go back.
Did. Bro, his shit was so good, dude. Doc and Shroud and PUBG. Oh, and Tim the Tapman and PUBG. My God, those were the good days, man. But man, there's so much weird shit surrounding that guy, and a lot that he's admitted to, which is like, it's just fucking, it blows.
Most of the top echelons of Twitch, especially when streaming wasn't as mainstream as it is today. And if you weren't using it, you run the risk of potentially being in the dark about what is going on in the world of streaming, especially in those early days. However, it gradually turned into a page more focused on drama and specific streamers themselves more than anything else, with people coming in daily just to see the next drama or clip that shows a streamer in a not so good light for further criticism. This actually has its own name in the space, which is drama frogs. People that farm and jump on most dramas as they occur. This page as a...
What's funny is people always say drama frogs, and they always wonder why people say that. Well, it used to be called drama fags, but then people decided they can't say that word anymore, so they pivoted to frogs. It actually originated off...
I'm sorry. He said the F word. You know, I don't find offense to anybody like that, but I'm sorry. Words have to stop hurting people. I'm sorry, because you stop a lot of comedy and stuff like that, and at the end of the day, it's free speech. I've been called so many things in my lifetime, especially when I was younger. So many racist things, and I don't give a fuck. I really don't. because it didn't bother me because they're just words. Yeah, they have meanings, but at the end of the day, it's not true. So, you know, uh, just make humor out of it. Go along with it. Maybe, you know, or ignore. I don't know. Fucking just whatever. Just be. I don't know. Let's just get back into it.
Of like 4chan, I think back in like 2005, 2006, and I think around like 2019, they changed that shit from that to frogs. Feels like no one knows that. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that frogs, because people used to say, "Hey, new fag here," but now it's new frog. So that's what happened. That's when the big change happened from. I think it changed in 2019. It was around COVID era. I'm pretty sure.
Today is more known for drama farming more than anything else, and the focus of the page is less about the funny, whimsical fails of streamers, and more focusing on their mistakes and potential controversies than anything else. The subreddit basically thrived on drama, and due to that had cultivated its own toxic environment. In fact, at one point, the page had to reflect on itself in 2020 after the passing of the beloved streamer Rekful, who unfortunately took his own life.
This
Let's talk about this. I know he was a popular streamer, but at the same time, seek help. Talk to somebody. If you don't have a good doctor that will sit and listen to you, or you can message online and shit, you need to find a better doctor. My doctor that I found, God, I fucking love it. It took me like 20 something fucking years to find a good ass doctor. He will bend over backwards for me. I'm considered one of those that if I need an appointment, I'm squeezed in. Like instantly. No questions asked. I'm squeezed in. And people need to find a doctor like that actually cares, that will actually listen, that will actually work things out, will help you, will, you know, along with therapists, stuff like that. But a main doctor, just, you know, your everyday doctor you go to every, you know, couple months or whatever. Just, you need to find someone that you're very open to, because don't lie to your doctor. It's only going to cause you more harm. So you just need to find someone, God, like I have. I hope you can find someone that I have. Like, he will drop anything just to fucking talk to me to make sure I'm good. But if I message him on the website, within a fucking hour, I have a message back or they're calling me. So look. Find one that actually cares about you. But don't ever. Suicide's never the answer. I should have died 5 times. 5 times. If not 6. And I'm glad I didn't. So remember, you're down now. And a couple months may seem forever. A year may seem forever, but hold out, because it gets better. And the only reason I'm bringing this up is because Byron, he was a popular streamer. I never really watched him, but no one should commit suicide. So we'll get back into it. Sorry.
This was
my little 2
fucking
cents.
horrible. Dude, Rekful still is one of the most like influential streamers of all time. If you've ever used a TTS, understand that TTS came from Rekful. This shit fucks me up. But I get it, bro. Dude, streaming is fucked up. The Austin scene is fucked up. There was like so much like drama behind the scenes about like what happened with Rekful that I don't even think people ever talked about online before. But I do genuinely feel horrible about this. I never met the guy.
Right.
But just everything that I've heard about this situation is just fucking terrible, bro.
And whilst the Reddit page wasn't
tea
entirely
time with
to blame, as
Byron.
Reckle had been struggling previously before this, an article made note that before he did pass, he posted a marriage proposal on Twitter to a then ex-girlfriend, of which it was then posted on Livestream Fails, with people seemingly mocking him. After this event, Livestream Fails made an official post called A New Dawn, where they said the subreddit requires drastic changes, better moderation, better rules, and even a feature where streamers can opt out of having their clips posted onto the page, and even a comment about the facilitation of hate on the platform. And some in the comments made their opinions on the page known. But since then, nothing much has changed. Most streamers are only one out of context clip away from a barrage of hate.
An award show, the Streamer Awards, that she's doing with Maya. And a lot of people were pumped about it. And a lot of the streamers were too. They reached out to her. But the people on Livestream Fail, again, it's select few in the grand scheme of things, were pretty cynical about it, pretty rude about it.
Nervous that like some people might not take things the right way, and I have to check LSF as like, oh god, is there a thread about me or what I said this week?
And the feature they were talking about where streamers can opt out of their clips being used on the page was walked back and never implemented. Once again, I will...
Dude, I have told LSF to never post about me ever again, good or bad. I don't even want to be mentioned on the subreddit, and to block my username. And they...
That's actually good of him. LSF, yeah, has some good clips, funny clips, la la la, you know, all fun, nobody's hurt, but yeah. LSF has a lot of hate and they like to attack people, so they used to be very more popular back in the day. I think they fell off a little bit, but they're still relevant. So just, there's always people out there that are just going to give you shit because they just love to give you shit. Even if they don't know you, whatever. They just love to give people shit. And just fucking ignore them because you know what's funny? One, you've never met them. They've never met you. They don't know shit about you. Yeah, you're a public figure, but they don't know everything. And most of the time, probably about 90%, maybe 80%, it's fake. So just whatever. Go.
Absolutely refuse. They even break their own rules to talk about me. They have a rule against like not posting tweets, but they'll even post my tweet for any opportunity to send me shit. What's great is it just doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter what they do. Cancellation doesn't work towards creators like me. But they were that obsessed dipshits where any way they could bring inconvenience to myself or other streamers like me, they would do nonstop. They do the same shit to Asmongold as well.
Admit I was
like, there's people on this subreddit who like make fun of Asmongold's dead mother.
very active on this subreddit. I was there for the XQC getting banned from Overwatch days, the 2 of Wives, and the Force and Horsecock situation.
Holy moly! Why do they have 5 legs in Burma? Maybe it's so it can milk it.
What?
Holy moly.
But that was back in the day, and I only occasionally look at it now primarily due to the many issues the page has, some of which I'm going to lighten that Tunskin brick of a brain you have with, as Livestream Fails, especially in recent years, isn't what it used to be. And once again, there are a lot of problems, which has led people to go to alternative sources for the same thing. And yes, you can make the argument this page is like many other platforms, like Twitter, still refusing to call it X Spyware, and YouTube, where More Pegasus is rivaling One Piece in terms of how many episodes he's milked out of one drama, which is honestly impressive at this point. But Livestream Fails.
And you know what's great? He's holding these people accountable. And they deserve it. They do. More Pegasus is a blessing on this platform. Everybody says move on, move on, move on, but he is someone who will never move on until something happens. No, I appreciate it, bro. I respect the grind 100%.
Is a subreddit that has had a stranglehold on streaming for quite some time. If a clip was posted about a streamer showing them in a negative light, it would gather attention rather quick, and you'll probably get the usual comments of LSF users talking about how much they hate said streamer, regardless if the clip is in context or not. But if it's a clip of a streamer doing something absolutely abhorrent, like spreading their entire inventory on stream intentionally, then yeah, they deserve that criticism, and hopefully from said criticism, they hopefully won't be spreading their anal glands again. But this is where Livestream Fails sets itself apart from the aforementioned platforms. It's mainly community ran and moderated by the staff. and once again, it holds a lot of influence. But what if the staff of the subreddit had somewhat of a bias towards it, to the point where if there were negative posts about you that would definitely affect your reputation, they would just be removed?
Guys, listen, you're not allowed to violate the rules in our COS.
Oh, bro, the amount of streamers that would just berate moderators and force them to bend the knee and delete these fucking clips, even when they were perfectly in context, is way different than the streamers who would be clipped out of context and left up there just to destroy their career for no reason. There was so much politicking behind the scenes, and there still is, but what's crazy is these streamers need to understand they can let go because this subreddit does not matter anymore. Nobody cares. Nobody checks LSF in 2025. I can't think of a single streamer that checks LSF. I can't think of one.
If you do, I may have to ban you for 24 hours.
As mentioned for like the 50th time now, LSF has a lot of influence and can make controversies in the streaming world more well known or sometimes even worse. Key examples are with the streamer Alinity, as she was posted a lot of times on the page, from multiple controversies like with her PewDiePie.
Miz, NMP, and Soda. Miz still streams? I cannot imagine Soda popping checking LSF. Nick, I totally believe. I'm just confused why anybody would go to LSF over checking Yeet. I just don't get that, bro.
A copyright situation.
Yo! Can we copy strike PewDiePie's latest video?
And one instance where she threw her cat and fed it vodka. Another example is with the whole XQC divorce arc, where any mention of it from streamers that knew about the situation was posted to the page.
Yep.
And even a more recent example is with Pirate Software, as the page has been following anything to do with him and his continuous spiral. It even got to the point where Pirate tried to counter the coverage on him by LSF by shortening the clips that were posted so that the clips were incoherent, because they were clips of his channel. He can manually change those clips, but quite easily counted by the full clips being backed up to the LSF website as soon as they are uploaded. There's even claims of the page's community having fully erect hate boners for certain streamers, circulating any drama they are remotely involved in. A good example being Kai Cenat, where most of the top posts regarding him are somewhat negative, and even some other streamers have noticed this.
Like LSF has hated Kai forever. Like they've always hated Kai. Like every time there's a positive Kai post, everybody's like begrudgingly like, yeah, I guess he works really hard. You know, like, yeah, they hate him. And so like they're always waiting. They're like, oh my God, please do something.
That's a good take by Asman, to be honest. Asman is actually pretty good. Not biased or anything. We'll get back into it. Let's take a little break. I gotta go to the bathroom, grab another drink. If you need stretch, definitely stretch. There's an ad break in 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So you know what? We'll just wait 2 fucking minutes, right? Right. Let's go for
Understand that people may not like Kai, and I understand Kai has done some really shitty things, but overall, he's like been a net positive on the space. You know what I mean? Like, he is a net positive. He's not someone who's like, oh man, fuck this guy, I hope he loses his career, right? But he's like, oh, he's done some shitty things, sure. Is he fake? Sure. But he's not like this whole amalgamation of a horrible fucking streamer. Why do people not like Kai? Because he's gone corporate and he's kind of fake.
Wrong, so we can try to get you back.
Right.
For the last time, any negative post made about you on this page can be amplified significantly, and streamers have known this for many years, which is why most stalk the page to see if there are any posts regarding them, or some just straight up bait the page, as a way to mock the people that take streamer drama too seriously, or as a way to get more views and engagement.
I was thinking of baiting LSF to see if my clipping stuff still works. You know, like saying something that I think would get on LSF just to see if the clip gets deleted.
But there have been some theorizing for years that certain streamers that understand the way LSF holds have been working with the mods of the page to remove most negative posts regarding them.
Absolutely,
which
they have.
is unfair to say the least. Everyone else has to deal with the flung from this page and potentially with their own cups on stream being recirculated. Why do these streamers get a pass? And it could be potentially perceived as controlling the narrative. The streamers specifically theorized to have this privilege on the page are people like Mizkif, who was previously a part of the
Is it really that obvious? Can you guys tell how much he does behind the scenes? I mean, I guess it kind of should be obvious that when streamers make their entire gimmick that you need to be friends with me, otherwise you don't.
Who's this? Who's this redhead with the tattoos? That's kind of a cool tattoo on her arm, right there at the top. She's cute though. Is that a clout chaser? Like, oh, if I hang out with Misgift, I'll get some views. Huh? Is that a clout chaser? Huh? All right, 20 seconds. Ads are gonna go for 3 minutes. We'll just go ahead and pause it here. Go ahead and get a drink, stretch. It's been 20 minutes, 30 minutes, so stretch, get a drink, go to the bathroom, rehydrate. If you're drinking alcohol, drink some water so you hydrate, keep those kidneys fresh. And I'll be right back. Ads are going. Callie, you didn't keep company? All right, let's get back into it. Come on, girl. Come on. Come on, pretty kitty. Come on, pretty girl. I got a calico. Oh, I love calicos. And she's got some fucking pretty hazel eyes. Oh, my. She's so pretty. All right. You ready, chat? You get water. Get another beer, drink, whatever. Go to the bathroom. All right, let's go.
Don't get invited to these parties are probably going to have a lot of control over a lot of different streamers. And so when they lose that control, they lose their fucking mind and they berate moderators on subreddits.
Creator group One True King or OTK. Even as recently as 2022, rumors were circulating that he was paying the mods of LSF, but the only evidence was...
Ready? Ready? Here it comes, chat. Ready? Oh, I don't know what number this is, but all right, let's go back.
Word of mouth.
They censor people in general on LSF because they know mods. True, Mizkif does pay the LSF mods. I know that for a fact. I know that for a fact from being there when he told me that he paid the mods. I just know that. But I think that it's well known that everyone knows that Mizkif pays the mods on LSF.
No, there was no proof of this, and many just thought he was...
I've heard of this so many times. I heard that Miz paid the mods as well as he would pay people to post his clips on LSF after every single stream. I've also heard this. Was there ever any proof of this? Because I know there's privately known stuff, but is there any publicly known stuff?
Joking, but people have been suspicious for a while why some...
Oh, so there's none? Oh, okay. Well, maybe that'll come out later this month. We'll see.
Posts regarding Mizkif or some other members of OTK are heavily moderated.
I know this is becoming disrespectful, but Nick and the whole squad, I get back with you. You guys are being given a treatment that other streamers are not being given. It's not applied across the board.
Fuck. Good God. Am I the only one that cannot fucking understand XQC a lot of the time? Am I the only one because like I know I have some frontal cortex issues. But good God, it's hard to fucking understand what the fuck he's saying. Like, I I need captions sometimes on him. Like, I swear to God, like, if I'm watching a stream and he's just going, I'm like, what the fuck did he just say? And this chat's like, oh yeah, you know, blah blah blah, agreeing, and it's just like, wait, you can understand what he just said? Like, hang on a sec. Please tell me that. Tell me what he said. All right, let's go back.
Everybody gets shit on, and y'all get off easy because he gets control of the mods. Hey,
one moderator.
Now, I want to make it very clear. Anybody saying that all of, and I'm going to say this again, anybody saying that all of OTK was exempt from criticism and slander and defamation from LSF must clearly have never been on LSF, because I would be shit on fucking daily. Now, there was some members of OTK that were. I was not one of those people. So stop saying all of OTK and just say Miz and NMP. Stop saying all of OTK. It's so fucking annoying. Just say the streamers' fucking names that you're talking about, because it's irritating as shit.
We made a post 3 years ago under a previous post that has since been removed by other moderators for some reason, that under the announcement that OTK would partner with Moist Critical to make a PC company, Miskiff for some reason wanted that thread removed along with others, of which the mod refused and then posted the comment to show they were not removing the post. But once again, in the current year, that comment is completely gone. But this isn't the first time they tried to get threads about them removed. In 2023, screenshots of Miz and another OTK member, NMP LOL, from a supposed past mod of the subreddit would surface, showing that in 2021, Mizkif and NMP LOL had direct contact with these mods and was trying to pressure them into
Stop saying OTK and just say Miz and NMP.
moving threads about them, with one from Mizkif where he was requesting a thread to be removed because he did something good, which was giving one of his mates 10k, but it was only getting hate on the page. And another instance in a post where I think he said his ex-girlfriend's name instead of his current one, and he was requesting it to be removed because it was a brigade post where members of a Discord that hated Miz would give attention to negative posts regarding him, so people would only see those negative
Callie's
posts.
up here.
At least that's
Should I
what
get
he
a
was
cat
telling
cam
them all.
going?
Once
Oh,
again,
she
the
wants
mod
out in
stands
the
their
window.
ground and tells them it's not against the rules, so they're not removing the thread. And in response, he makes a weird comment like he could just make his own LSF and stop using this one. And another screenshot where an MP lol contacted a mod to get another post removed. But the mod flat out states they can't just remove criticism of people and streamers, and Nick doesn't really take it that well and goes on to argue.
Blaming OTK for two people's problems is dumb. Oh, I absolutely agree. But the problem is that there are so many dipshits who are part of the OTK community that think, oh, Seer did something bad, so now all of OTK did something bad. Oh, Asmongold said something bad, which means now everybody in OTK said something bad. OTK is dead as fuck. It is. As a content org. As a content org, OTK is 1,000,000% dead as fuck. However, as a business entity, they're completely fine. But if you think you're going to see like a resurgence of OTK content, it's just not going to happen. I mean, even the Kick Mansion's going away, right? But like, they'll do their business ventures and they'll make a lot of money, but like, it's not going to be like FaZe or AMP or any of that shit.
That eventually due to said criticism, someone might end their life or something bad.
Isn't Starforge making money? That's what I mean. OTK is a business entity. It's completely fine. Like, all you guys who want to take down NMP, it's not going to work. He's going to be making millions of dollars the rest of his life. It doesn't matter what you say or do. But for as far as like content happening together as a group, that is not going to be happening. But they will be making like another, you know, probably another product, sell a couple more PCs for like in perpetuity. You know what I mean?
Will eventually happen. And he adds the comment he has FBI connections to find people for some reason. And Mod also said Mizkif had previously mentioned they were to blame fully for Breckful's death, although they did not have access to the evidence proving that. And there was a screenshot from 2020 of another member from OTK S-Fand trying to get a post removed because he was drama farming, which was denied, but was additional evidence that some streamers do have contact with the...
Why did they say Mizkif was responsible?
She's up here on the desk, but she won't lay down. She's more interested in my receipts that I hold for the month, the cords, the curtain, freaking everything, but just sitting down and letting me turn the camera on for her. But, alright, I guess she just jumped off. Alright, back to it then, I guess.
For Reckful's death.
And he adds the comment he has FBI connections to find people for some reason, and the mod also said
OT has some shady, scummy streamers from my time monitoring LSF. LMP Lowell threatened to dox with its FBI connections, and because we wouldn't remove a threat from it, Mizkiv told us that we were on more occasions that we were responsible for Reckful's death. Mizkiv told us on more than one occasion that we were responsible for Reckful's death. Awful behavior.
Mizkiv had previously mentioned they were to blame fully for Reckful's death, although they did not have access to the evidence proving that. And there was a screenshot from 20.
Wait, why is Miz blaming people for the death of Reckful? I thought Miz hated Reckful. Am I crazy?
20 of another member from OTK S-Fand trying to get a post removed because it was drama farm.
I'm just confused. I've never heard once that he liked him. I'm fucking so... I don't get this.
Which was denied, but was additional evidence that some streamers do have contact with the mods of this board. Now, blind hatred and harassment on livestream fails, as stated previously, isn't uncommon. It's cultivated its own toxic environment over the years, and it's a serious problem of this page. But should some streamers get special treatment over other streamers and be completely void of all negative posts and the actual rare valid criticism, whilst other probably less influential streamers have to deal with both, and yes, larger streamers get a large amount of both anyway, but I don't think they deserve special treatment no matter how dog the board is. Either they change the rules to benefit all streamers or nobody gets that privilege. It's only fair that way. But this was the mod team of LSF. And this mod team, if the screenshots are to be trusted, told streamers to go fuck themselves if they wanted posts removed that did not break any...
There was some drama with Reckful flirting with Maya. That's what I thought. I thought it was like... What I was always told, because I was always asking what happened, was I was always told that Miz didn't like Reckful because Reckful liked Maya while they were dating.
Of their rules. But in recent years, the mod team has been changed multiple times, and one mod specifically has been getting a lot of attention, that being the still active and head mod Tarot Card or Stale 2000. Prior to this, Stale was a member of the Twitch moderation team for 4 years, and also for 4 years has been a mod on the subreddit, where in the last year he has been a head mod. He shares a lot of his opinions on Twitter, like how he thinks VTubers aren't being suppressed or treated differently on Twitch, his opinion on AI, and constantly clarifying he isn't bald for some reason. Admittedly, he doesn't have the best reputation, even though he hasn't been head mod for long. There's already been a document released on him by past mods describing him to be very power hungry, and even when a majority of the staff no longer wanted him to be head mod of the page, and they even voted for such a change, he just removed all of them, including many of the older mod team that had been around for years.
What? What the fuck? Okay, that's when the person needs to step up and say, okay, all my other fucking mods don't like this dude. Like, and he's starting to show a certain way. Yeah. Excuse me. We need to, yeah, we need to remove him. Sorry, chat. We need to remove him. Maybe not from the community, but as a moderator, yes, we need to remove him. Let's get back into it.
And has more than once changed the entire team, and even gave power to people that may be viewed as problematic, apparently without consulting any of the other mods, as they usually do, and then they vote to see if it's a good idea. And some allege that he treats this page like his own personal playground, and when asked about why he did what he did, he simply just replied with they tried to overthrow him for months, so he just got rid of them. But why do we need to focus on this mod? Well, for the third time, it was brought up quite recently that streamers from OTK may be getting preferential treatment on the page. After
not streamers from OTK, just Miz and NMP. Come on, we can do this, guys. We can say it.
It's like a video going over NMP laws.
We can figure this out.
The reason no YouTube videos are allowed, which is a rule, but is selectively enforced. As with the pirate software drama, they allowed full YouTube videos to be posted. And
bro, royalty is here. You have the perfect opportunity to showcase that it's not all of OTK by showing any tech tone post on LSF. I have never had a single post removed in my favor. Ever. Not a single time. I've actually only had clips showing me in a good light be removed. That is it. You can do this. I'm sure it's in this video. I'm sure it's in this video.
LSF is so bad
Emily, who is a
lately.
Part of OTK deleted, which was a clip of her refusing to pay her parents back for her degree, which was a very popular clip in the streaming space, but it was taken down for being clickbait or opinionated views, but the clip was correct. This did happen. Everything was accurate, but it was still taken down. And on LSF, there are a bunch of clickbait
I didn't realize
titles
that was taken
never do
down.
get
That's
taken down,
crazy.
and a lot of other OTK negative posts were taken down as well. Now, even if OTK didn't have a hand in this directly, it appears that anything posted to this page about OTK is heavily moderated more than anything else or any other streamer.
Jaffa
Once again, that would be
cakes.
unfair, and they're supposed to
That
be
sounds good,
unbiased.
even
And
though
on
it's
top
not
of all
real.
of this, people would
I
state
don't
that
think
the
it is,
head mod
but-
is a big fan of the streamer Destiny, with chat logs showing such, a past mod coming out saying that he apparently runs defense for him.
It's obvious that he's doing it. Who did you guys bring up? Who do you think he's protecting? I just want to hear from your lips.
Destiny, of course.
Wait,
Destiny.
that's...
Now, once again, people were questioning if livestream fails was biased,
Destiny,
and
of
still
course.
the head mod started to jump on people's live streams to kind of explain himself and put these rumors to bed, that this platform known for shitting on streamers and circulating drama doesn't pick favorites, and doesn't censor any posts. He jumped on Henry Resilience and XQC's stream, and boy oh boy, did he make things worse. When asked by XQC why some posts were removed about OTK, the head mod of this whole Reddit page doesn't even know why they were removed.
XC compares Emily's spreadsheets.
I don't know how much longer I can last.
Extra Emily thread.
I have to work early tomorrow. I don't know how much longer I can last. We got slammed tonight. I have to do so much prep tomorrow for the restaurant. Oh God. I'm so fucking tired. You know, I don't even know if I can finish this fucking video chat, to be honest. I really don't. I think I hate to do it, but I think I'm gonna fucking call it quits here, to be honest. I am so tired. I'm falling asleep in the chair. I'm so tired. I'm sorry, chat. Tomorrow's the last day of the week. Maybe Sunday we'll go live, or Saturday night when I get home from work. But fuck, I'm so tired. I'm sorry if you're mad. You can yell at me. It's fine. I'll accept it. But let's go to here, okay? Let's see if it works. I love you, chat. Thank you for watching. Here we go. I love you, chat. Thank you for watching. Here we go.
It's time to go home. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. It's time to say goodbye. I had so much fun, and you had so much fun. We all had so much fun, and now we say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. See you again. Goodbye, goodbye. See you again. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. It's time to go home.
I'm not gonna lie, I like this
It's
one.
time to say goodbye. I had so much fun, and you had so much fun. We all had so much fun, and now we say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. See you again. Goodbye, goodbye. time to go